What's going on here? Hey, Barbara. You made it. How you doing, dear? I've been halfway sick this week. It was even a couple of days there I had a fever. And I wear fevers. Oh, I wonder if I need to put my jacket on. It's cold in here. Hold on a minute. I gotta get my jacket. I need to put my jacket on. Hey, Crazy Family, and Darlene and Lisa. I'm getting ready to put my jacket on, so that means it's a special way I have to do it because I can't get my arms wrapped around there. Hold on. Wow, look at my hair. Time cut. I have to go about it I have to stick my arms in there. I'm cold. Stick them arms in there. Anyway, excuse me. Well, that's done. Hello. Well, oh, Lordy. No. Well, shoot. Hey, Jay. Come here a minute, baby. Help me with my jacket, baby.
Oh, I don't know what you did.
Get this side over here, right here. This side over here.
Oh man, I'll do it.
I usually can get it on by myself, but I didn't do it this time. Now pull my hoodie back. Pull my hood back. Put my hat. Well, that was. Gee whiz.
Bye.
Bye, baby.
Yeah.
Now, Isabel and Lisa and Isabel and Darlene, and I got 9 on board. So, anyway, that's how I'm supposed to get my jacket on, but I had a problem with that right arm that time. Good Lord. Yeah, I've been kind of halfway sick all week. Couple of days there, I had a fever, and I really get worried when I start getting a fever. I wish I already had that COVID-19 vaccine, but I don't. And what in the world is that right there? Hey, Terry, Cindy, peekaboo. Yeah, it's peekaboo, all right. I've been wanting to do a live stream with been living with Big B, but I've not felt good about doing one. I'm probably going to do it Wednesday. I'm going to see if that'd be okay with him. He's in Australia. I like watching his videos. Who's changing? Jaden's? Yeah, he'll be 13 in July. I sure hate seeing my babies grow up. I don't know why, but they gotta grow. I'm sucking on. Did I see Crazy Family in here? Yeah, I did. Hey, Marty. Man, I was watching. Golly, Ned, that last video you put up. Boy, if I was fit and able and could go out and find groceries like that, I'd probably cut our food bill down to about $100 a month. And I got somebody that keeps telling me that I was telling her about the stuff that Marty finds on Crazy Family. Now, she's telling me that is all staged. Said he's just going out and getting that stuff and then loading them up in the dumpsters to make good content for his videos. So I said, so what you're telling me is I watched that one bit, that last video, and I know he was pulling out hundreds of dollars worth of sandwich meats and potato chips, and I said, and milk. So he's going to go out and spend maybe $500 to stage the dumpsters. And I'm trying to explain to her, he doesn't make that much, or they don't make that much off of their videos to pay for that stuff. Shit, but she is adamant, and I ain't calling no names, that it's all staged. I don't think so. To start with, if it's somebody I don't know, I couldn't say. But this is people I know. even though I haven't met them personally. But it almost gets as bad as politics when we're arguing about that. I'm talking about my daughter. I didn't call her name, but she don't think it's legit. But you know, it is what it is. It's legit. I mean, that'd be like me going out and buying $200 worth of groceries and then going out and dump them in the dumpster and say, "Look what I found." You know, it's crazy. You ain't gonna make $200 off of that video. So, yeah, well, some people ain't gonna believe nothing they see anyway, and I don't care. Sweet dreams. Where's America? I didn't see America. Hi, dear Oprah. Everyone just gonna say hi. Wish you everyone all the best and lots of love from the Netherlands. Going to bed now. Yet, sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite, America. Got my little angel sitting here. Not stage. Yeah, that's what I say too, Lisa. But that's why I can't get her to go look into all the dumpsters. She don't believe there's nothing there. There may not be nothing there in this, because the last time I was able to do that, been a couple of years ago, they had the dumpsters locked. At least this one I was close. So no, it's not staged. Yeah. Who else is here that I don't know about? But yeah, I've been feeling puny. I've got to get my sleep pattern back in order and quit this 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning finally going to bed. And I'm not doing a thing but sitting here watching YouTube videos of different things people's doing. The dumpster waste in this country is appalling, but since COVID, a lot more people are checking the dumpsters out. There's a lot of stuff goes in there. I was watching, been living with Big B. I was watching one he done. I'm not sure if he's just looking for food. I'm not exactly sure, because that first dumpster he hit, there was hey, Christy, happy birthday again, dear. There was a ton of stuff in there. I left me and I said, that first dumpster you hit, I said it was loaded with stuff that I would have definitely took. He left all kind of wires and electronic stuff in there that I could tell. And a bunch of office. It looked like somebody closed a business and dumped all their office stuff in the dumpster. He even pulled out a package of pens, 2 packages of new pens. He took those. But he left a lot of stuff in there. Of course, maybe he's not into scrapping, you know. I'm trying to remember if I remember. Hey Willow, how you doing, dear? Did you get your injections? I haven't been able to keep nothing well, I hadn't been throwing up or anything, but it seemed like when I ate, it just upsets my stomach. Well, and yeah, I know you do. But, you know, free country, she believes what she wants to believe. I probably shouldn't have said that about her. She just don't, she says that all that stuff can be returned and all that stuff and everything. Well, I said, somebody's sure not returning it. Um, we seem to have a few these days. Well, she's not a she's not a hater. She just don't. She just believes it. Y'all just put it in there to make videos, but she don't know you. Matter of fact, I don't even know if she knows who you are. Um, but she, there is a lot of different store stuff like potato chips and all that stuff. I guess I don't know. She got her injection on Wednesday, feeling way better. I'll bet you are. Um, but yeah, I tell you what, if I had the keys and I was able to get in the car and get out and everything, I'd be going over to Aldi's one night and checking it. But we only have, well, right now we got two vehicles. I don't know what she's going to do with that car. Uh, I still say the only thing wrong with that car was the battery. But Cindy said, tell him to kiss ass. Hey, Brianne, how you doing, dear? How's the job going, Brianne? Yeah, you're right, Lacey. It takes common sense about stuff like that. But I see so much stuff. Boy, if I could ever get her to go out one time and make a score in all these dumpsters, she would change her team. But I can't get her to do it. She she worked. She was a manager at a Dollar General at one time. And she's saying they never put stuff out in the dumpster like that and blah, 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 blah. And maybe back then they didn't, but that's been 20 years ago. Oh, and she was saying all that stuff got charged back and pennied out and all that stuff. But she's saying the same thing would apply like to Aldi's or any of these other stores that people saying they're finding all this stuff. But she can. I ain't gonna lose no sleep over it. Dang, most of us have stuff that's spoiled worse in our own fridges than the. Yeah, we get that a lot. I mean, a lot here. We get it. I found a head of lettuce back in the back of the refrigerator, and I had to work hard to get to it because I can't stand up and bend over and all that stuff. I have to pull up to it with my wheelchair and move some stuff, reach back there and grab it. And I guarantee you that head of lettuce was probably 2 months old. never touched, never used. It was turning still into the wrapper. And I found, here's a good example. This was a block of cheddar cheese. It had been open and it was just about whole yesterday. But it'd been left open on the end and it had dried out on the end. It went back about an inch. So I pulled it out and I broke off, or I cut off the end. It got real hard and dark colored and all that. And I've been eating on this 2 days. That's all that's left. I don't know how bad cheese is for me. And I hate seeing stuff go to waste. They fixed a big pot of chili yesterday. And I had 2 bowls of it yesterday. And I got up this morning and the pot was still sitting there on the stove. Had about 2 inches in the bottom. They were getting ready to throw that out. And there wasn't nothing wrong. It had only been out overnight. So I took and poured that rest of that into 2 bowls and I set them in the refrigerator. And I also took some of this cheese that I was salvaging and put a few little chunks in the chili because I like when I eat a bowl. Excuse me. When I eat a bowl of chili, I'll put some cheese in there. I love chili in my cheese. And I love cheese. Love chili in my cheese. I love cheese in my chili. But you get what I mean. And so they're sitting in there now. I'm gonna have one of those bowls for supper, and I'll probably have the other bowl for breakfast in the morning. There's no law that says you can't have anything but eggs and sausage and stuff for breakfast. I can have eggs. I have eggs for supper sometimes. And I'll have a bowl of chili in the morning for breakfast. So there's no law saying what you gotta have for dinner or breakfast or any of that stuff. Yeah, we know, Marty. And Aldi's is a top waster. Man, I wish I could get into that dumpster over there. We have 3 in our area. I don't know why, and they're everywhere. They even got them in Australia. I don't know why they do that. And a lot of that stuff is not even out of date that they're throwing in the dumpster. Another piece of that cheese. And I know some of them now, like, boy, if Walmart did dumpsters instead of compactors, you could have a field day in that. I remember when Walmart's compactor was broke. And they had open top roll up dumpsters sitting out there, and they were throwing everything into that, and it was unreal what the stuff people was pulling out of them things. But and I worked at Walmart, for somewhere between a year and a half, 2 years. And I remember one time when the power went out, and at that time they didn't have like backup generators and stuff like that to keep the store going. And the power was off like 4 or 5. And when it hit a certain hour, they cleaned out all the coolers, that had perishables in it that wasn't froze. They cleaned up all the bologna and salami and cheese and anything that was perishable. They were sitting there, and somebody had one of these little machines, and they punching the stuff in as they was throwing it in these carts, and it was all going to the compactor. It was all getting thrown out. Just tons of that stuff. And I remember one of the managers, I bet you'd like to take some of this home. Well, yeah, I would. Well, they wouldn't do it, of course. And they was throwing away 60 dozens of eggs every day because a carton was broke. They wouldn't replace that broke egg with a good egg. They'd throw the whole thing. And I remember that short little time I worked in dairy, I would take a cart up to the compactor, maybe had 20 dozen things of eggs, and I sit there and I'd have to open the carton and then throw it into the compactor. And yes, when I was doing that, if there wasn't nobody around or I wasn't in camera view, I'd throw 6 or 8 eggs in my pocket, and then I'd put it in my locker. And some days, on a good day, I'd get 2 or 3 dozen eggs like that. Of course, you lose your job over that, but it just killed me that they was throwing that stuff away. And that's involved with Boy Scouts with my grandson and stuff. And I was asking, why don't they just donate that to the Boy Scouts? And they wouldn't hear of it. But there was lots of stuff they was throwing away like that. And if you had a gallon of milk, and they called them Lakers, or going out of date, you take those over there to what they call a dump station. You open the lid, pour the milk down the drain. And I don't know how many gallons of that I turned down. I had to get rid of like that. And and I drank a lot of milk back in them days. So I'd take a gallon of that milk they was fixing a chunk. I'd write my name on it and put it in a bag, and I'd set it. I had a shelf inside the cooler that I could set it on, in the back. And I'd drink off of that gallon of milk for a week, for my lunch and stuff. But yeah, you could have lost your job for that. But they wasted a lot of stuff. And clothes. A lot of clothes get thrown out like that. Goes in the compactor. Beats all I ever seen. $7:30. Hey, Crazy Family, I'll be there. And the limit signs say what? There it go, I lost it. 7:30. But she was saying, if anybody knows certain items in grocery stores missing again and the limit signs going back up on certain items. I hadn't been in a grocery store in a long time, so I don't know. Wasn't surprised. I wished I could get in a grocery store again. She's at it's probably 5:29 p.m. I think that they're on the same time I am, Eastern. I'm pretty sure they are. Yep. I got the VA keeps sending these notices out on my email. I got one the other day. They was doing a drive-through COVID-19 shot on the 19th, but it was in Gainesville. And then I got another one today. They're doing one on the 22nd in Lake City. I don't know why they won't do one here in Ocala, but I'm under an appointment for my COVID shots on March 29th and April 7th. 3:30 in Alberta. Oh, that's Canada. Yeah, that's Phyllis Gagnon. That's Canadian girl's mama. I wonder if they're enforcing that limit. I know when I was ordering my med, I get $60 worth of across the counter meds every month. And when I was ordering the stuff I was wanting to get some low dose aspirin. They had plenty of the regular aspirin, but the low dose they was out of stock. And then another low dose one was on there, and it was limit 2. So I don't know. I'm supposed to take a low dose one aspirin every day. Yeah, that's right. I'm on the same time as Health Nuts is on Eastern. Yeah, we're on Eastern time. I'm still thinking I'm wanting to try to build one more piece of furniture, and about the simplest thing I can build is that corner chair. I think I put that picture in here. Let me see. I'm gonna put it up on screen, show you what I'm talking about. Where is it? That's not it. Brand. Let's see. There it is. I'll put it up on the screen. There you go. I built a lot of those things. We used to get almost $400 for that chair. That's all. That's all maple, solid maple, and Of course, it's all handmade. It's not, well, the carvings are made by machine. You know, when I get it like that, when I get that chair like that, it is, I buy the frame and they ship the frame to me, but it's not like that. It's all in pieces. It's in a flat box. And I have to assemble it and put a finish on it, and then I do the upholstery on it. But I am wanting to, I'm wanting to do one like that again. And I was thinking about maybe giving it away, but one of my subscribers said maybe I should give it to somebody in the family. It's a corner chair. It sits in the corner. We don't have a corner here to sit one in. My mama had one. My mama's not living anymore, but she had one. I don't know who got that. My sister had one. And these were all chairs like that with sheep. I don't know who got that chair of Mama's. I don't know. I've got several people in the family that's got furniture like that we built. Just can't remember the last piece of furniture I did, and I want to do one more piece so I can say I remember the last piece I built. Yep, Marty, there was a lot of meat in that dumpster that you was in that I was looking at. It might be pricey, but it's not that big, you know. I've shipped a lot of it. It probably cost $100 to ship that. Cindy says have a raffle. Raffle is good. Don't a raffle mean you're selling tickets or something like that? Yeah, they had that one video. I think I'm so did, and it was just knee deep in groceries. And a lot of refrigerator, of course, it being cold there. I mean, it was snowing as he was digging. And a lot of stuff was froze, which don't hurt it. You know, we freeze different kinds of cold cuts and stuff all the time, you know, when she catches it on sale or something. But yeah, it'd be pricey to ship, I guess. It was just a thought. I don't know that I'll ever build it again, but I would sure like to. Actually, I'd like to build. I'll show you next week some of this other stuff that I used to build, and it was all reproduction stuff, and it was all high end stuff. It wasn't like Rooms to Go stuff. Rooms to Go's quality of stuff is a lot better than it used to be. But a lot of furniture is not built like it used to be built. It'd be hard for you to explain the difference to, unless you had a knowledge of how furniture used to be built. And there's still companies that build it the old way. And that's the way I learned. Yeah, I wished I was a neighbor. I told Christy the other day if I was I could cut $500 a month off our food bill, and my daughter my daughter gets food stamps, but she she only started getting them when all that COVID stuff was in its prime, and she had to recertify. She now only gets $9 a month, and I'm not sure what I get. I get stamps, and my oldest grandson gets them, but I think between me and him, we only get something over $300 together. And of course, my daughter gets $9. I don't know why they even do that. I know why she don't get them, because she don't qualify. You know, Dobbers Designs, one of a kind of. Well, I had my own label. Over the years, I had a shop that me and a fellow by the name of David Sotheby, we went in together and we started manufacturing early American sofas, chairs, and love seats and ottomans. And our label was David Russell, and I was Russell, and that was our the little tag that sits under the cushion, and it was David Russell. Then that store that I was very successful with, called Classic Furniture Manufacturing, and I had a private label for that. Frugal Granny, I'm on my way to eat with my family, but by and say hello. Well, enjoy your meal, Granny, and glad you stopped by, dear. Have a great night, Frugal Granny. Hard for me to keep up with the things. And you said, Christy, you said y'all doing y'all's live at 7:30. I'll have to make sure I got me a pot of coffee on. But it bothers me that, well, I'm going to say it bothers me that my daughter doesn't believe a lot of the YouTube videos that I watch. And granted, I have watched some that I know was fake. And when I caught somebody that I know it was obviously fake, I don't call them on it. It's what they do. That's them and not me. And there is a lot of channels out there that's dummied up. I know it is. And it's fairly easy to do, but usually the people that do that, they get so used to doing it like that they slip up and you catch them in something. And there's a lot of clickbait out there. I hate. That's where the little thumbnail implies one thing. You get on there and it's totally something else. Um, all right, who are we talking about here, Sam? Who has a tough road ahead of her? I'm missing something here. Yeah, there's a lot of scammers on YouTube, that's for sure. But yeah, y'all remember Crazy Family's doing a live stream at 7:30. I will be there. Oh, okay. I seen somebody talking about that a while ago, and I can't remember who it was. I was watching some of my other people. And some people I would love to do a live stream with, but they can't do it. You know, like Petite Fireball. I tried to do live stream with her, but it didn't work out. You know, the internet wasn't up to par. Wow, got burned in their home. I watch a lot of videos. Matter of fact, I really sit here much watching the videos. And when I'm sitting up here at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, that's basically what I'm doing is watching videos. And I guess you could, I don't want to use trolling. I don't troll. I just look at different things, you know. And if something pops up, something up that piques my interest, I watch it. Cindy says she can't do a live stream. There's a lot of people I want to do a live stream with that they can't do a live stream. I did several live streams. I got one girl. Her name is Priyan, Priyan Fareen, Fareen. She doesn't have a huge. I don't think she's got as many subscribers as I've got. I think she's got over 1,000, but I don't think she's got as many as I got. And she is from Bangladesh, and she lives in Ukraine. And hers is more like just a blog, you know, where she talks about different things, and um, I love watching her, and I've been trying for over to get her to do a live stream, and I don't know if we still are or not. I need to get with her. She looks like she's somewhere in her 20s. She just graduated from college. She's an architect. And I don't know if she's going to go back to Bangladesh or not. Uh, she seems quite content there in the Ukraine. Um, Frugal Mama from Friggin' Frugal Channel, Poppy. I've done several private live streams with Crazy Family that I really enjoy. I've done them with Maggie from Guam. I've done them with Tanya from Australia. I've done them with Dwayne T64. I've done them with and she's not been on tonight with golly, Ned. Sorry, she's in Berlin. What's her? Oh my goodness, where you at anyway? I have seen you. She's in Berlin, Germany. Hey Ned, just one of them times I forget things right off the top of my head. Manuela, uh, she's not on here today. I know there's some more that I've done. I'm trying to do one with Ben Living with Big B. I've done one with Willow. I've done one with Mary Beth, and she's not on here today. Mary Beth, that's Fantabulous Finds. And I want to do one with everyone I can. It just, I really get knowledgeable about what's going in there. When I do a live with somebody like that, I ask a lot of questions and stuff, and I find out a lot of things about them that I don't normally learn just from watching their channel or from them leaving comments and stuff. And but it just I want to do one with Dingbat. Now, let me say this, and this is not tongue in cheek. Dingbat, you know how sometimes you meet somebody and it's like, I've met a lot of people on here, but sometimes I meet somebody like, I meet them and I'm like, how you doing? I'm could I say attracted to them? I don't mean like, well, I like King Fat. I love that lady. I told her one time if I lived close by, I'd be sitting on her doorstep every night. But yeah, how you doing? What you doing tonight? What you doing today? I ain't dead yet. Oh, we can do it live, Willow? We can sure do that. We can sure, let's see, you're in Kansas, so you're about 2 hours behind me. Fried potato. I did a video the other day, Isabel, with my little, I call them new taters. They're about that big. And I love them things. The way I fix mine, I put them in the pot. I boil them for 14 minutes. Then I put them little suckers in the frying pan with butter. And yeah, it ain't good for me. And then I take a can or a jar. In this case, I was using a jar of pickle relish. And I'd smush them, mash them flat and brown them suckers in that pan. Man, so good. So good. I got another bag in there. My daughter don't get them often. Those cost more than the regular sized potatoes. She's an hour earlier than me. Okay. Okay, dear. You send me an email telling me what time's good for you. And we'll do a live. How about Wednesday? We can do a live on Wednesday. Yeah, I love those little taters. And I'm wanting to make corned beef hash from scratch. I've got to look into that, and I don't have anything I can dice the potato. I guess I could get something that would dice them. Brienne's making taco casserole. Y'all are pretty, Cindy, Christy, y'all go pretty heavy on the taco stuff, don't you? I'm burnt out on that stuff. All right, we can do that. Well, how did Isabel? How did she do it? Did she have some way to dice up the potatoes or what? I love corned beef hash, and I've been watching this guy Tom Willett. His channel is Feature Man, and he was involved with movies and stuff a lot in his younger day. And I laugh at a lot of things he fixes. He was fixing macaroni and cheese, and that sucker was putting tuna fish in it, and then he topped it off with raisins. Oh, I don't want no raisins in my mac and cheese, and I don't like mac and cheese out of the box. I like macaroni and cheese. You fix it like my mama used to fix it, and when she got the macaroni boiled and everything, and she put it in a big casserole dish and cover it with cheddar cheese and bake it. Now that's the mac and cheese I like. But Tom Willett was raisin, and he had something else he put raisins in. I've got a lot of his videos I've snagged that I'm looking at, and I'm kind of critiquing them, not to make fun of them or anything, but saying whether I think it's good or not. And but the raisins, he even had some of his subscribers saying, if I sat down to eat somebody's mac and cheese and there was a raisin in it, I'd want to kick somebody's ass. Oh, my goodness. Raisins and mac and cheese. Oh, my goodness. But, people's got all kind of quirks about food they like. Most people, like popcorn, but I don't like it like most of you guys like it. You pop it. You don't want it burnt. I want mine to have some burnt popcorn in it. And I purposely pop mine longer to get some burn on it. I love that flavor. Burnt popcorn. And my wife when she fixed popcorn for me, she poured to burning it a little bit. My daughter won't do that. Oh, okay. I want to make corned beef hash from scratch. I don't know what kind of beef to use. I guess you would have to chop it up pretty fine. And you can buy a tater dicer. Uh, I may look on Amazon and see what one of them costs. Because I love corned beef hash. I like burnt fried potatoes. A few burnt, like, sounds good to me, Isabel. I love my taters brown. Sure do. And somebody told me the other day they'd like to see me make a hobo stew. And that's something the Boy Scouts always made on cookouts when they was camped out and stuff. And what it is, you take a piece of aluminum foil and put some hamburger or ground beef down on that. Then you put some sliced up potatoes on that and some onions and some people put carrots. I always put carrots in mine. And then you fold that aluminum foil up, and when you were camping out, you had a campfire, and you lay that thing next to the fire, and let it cook in that thing. Now that is delicious. But since I don't have campfires anymore, I put it in the oven and bake it like that, which is still going to taste the same because when you put it near a campfire, that's just what you got there to cook with. And but I'm gonna do one next week. Uh, I'm trying to think. Did they call it hobo stew? Or but I was in the Boy Scouts for 14. Not when I was a kid. I tried it one kid, and they kicked me out because I was too. I wasn't mean or bad. I was just too mischievous, and they didn't want me in there. That was when I was about 15. But I was in Boy Scout for 14 years, and I often say those 14 years were some of the best years of my life because I was in there with my oldest grandson. And I wish to God that I had been that involved with my son when he was living as I was with my oldest grandson. Got a lot of memories of me and him camping out and everything, and he's the one with cerebral palsy, and he had a lot of natural fears about stuff, everything. I remember one time when we was going down the Swanee River. You've heard of Swanee River? Way down the Swanee River. Remember that? Well, we was on the Swanee River in canoes. And my grandson was in the canoe with the scoutmaster. I was in the canoe with some other people. And it was night. It was dark. We got started late. And he was scared. He was afraid of water and getting in boats and stuff, and they finally got him in the canoe with the scoutmaster. And we was going down there in the dark. Every once I'd hear my grandson, oh, "Poppy, get me out of here!" Bless his heart, but he made it. He made it. Yeah, no, he just did some. He had some quirks about him. It was because of that cerebral palsy, you know, and a balance problem. But I thoroughly enjoyed those 14 years. And during that 14 years, for about a year there, I was the scoutmaster of the original troop that we were in. And I was a poor choice for a scoutmaster, but we didn't have nobody else that would do it. And I finally decided to close that troop down and join Troop 563, which was about 20 miles away. And that was the best move I ever made. Troop 563, that's a great troop, and I think it probably still. I would love to go over there one night when they're having their meetings. But I thoroughly enjoyed the Boy Scouts. I really did. I don't think too much of it now, because now, all of a sudden, it wouldn't surprise me if one day they don't change the name. Because now girls can join the troop. That's what Girl Scouts is for. Why do they want to join the Boy Scouts? And I see a lot of problems with that, especially in the teenage years, you know, and you got, I don't know how they deal with that. You know, camping out and stuff. I don't know. But yeah, it's some great memories for me. And I'm going to do a video about the time we went to, I can't even remember the aircraft carrier, Yorktown. Couldn't get him on board that ship, and those aircraft carriers are huge. I'll deal with that on another video. I like cabbage with corned beef too, Cindy. Oh, the last few videos I've looked at on Crazy Family, he'd be down in that dumpster and I'd see snowflakes falling. Oh man, got a pain in my leg. I'm feeling tinfoil tasties. Yeah, up camp we call it tinfoil tasties. When you say tinfoil, that kind of shows your age a little bit, because back in the day, that's what we call it, tin foil. We didn't call it aluminum foil. And I don't know, back in the day, was it actually tin foil or was it aluminum foil? I don't know. Brownie leader. That's kind of like the Girl Scouts, isn't it, Isabel? Anyhow, I've been yapping over an hour, and in a little over an hour, Crazy Family's going to do a live stream, and I'm going to drop by on that. But between now and then, though, I'm gonna have me a bowl of chili. But look, guys, I appreciate it. I'm going to be doing a live stream sometime Wednesday. I don't know what time exactly, and it's going to be with been living with Big B. Wilbur sent me an email. Yes, the youngest girls. Yep. I remember sometimes when I was in the Scouts and we had something called the Venture, and that was in the Boy Scouts, but that was boys and girls. And it was more extreme on some of the stuff they did, and I don't think that worked out. I really don't. I know we tried it for a couple of months, but lo and behold, had a couple of girls in there. All they was wanting in there, they was going in there to be around the boys. And there was nothing but problems. So we quit it. We stopped it. Anyway, been talking an hour and 10 minutes, 11 minutes. I'm thinking that's enough. I love you guys. And gosh, I wish Granny Doe would stop in. I got to try and get hold of her. And Mary Beth, I hadn't seen Mary Beth. Maybe I need to change my live at 5 to a different day. I don't know. Okay, guys. I will catch you in the next video. Oh my God, 20 people in the house. I hate to leave with that many people in the house. But, geez. But an hour's enough, guys. I got to eat supper, and then I'm going to watch Crazy Family at 7:30. So, here we go.